Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, why am I feeling so weak? Maybe you're doing everything right. You eat your vegetables, you take your daily vitamins, and you even try to get some exercise in. Yet you still find yourself feeling unsteady on your feet. Maybe getting up from your favorite armchair takes a little more effort than it used to, or carrying a couple of bags of groceries feels like a heavy workout. If that sounds familiar, I want you to listen very closely. You aren't just getting old. You might be dealing with a silent condition called sarcopenia. Now, sarcopenia sounds like a scary medical term, but let's break it down simply. It's when your muscles literally begin to shrink and dissolve as you age. It is incredibly common in seniors over the age of 60. This isn't just normal aging. It is your body losing muscle mass faster than it can build it back up. Imagine your muscles are like a bank account. Sarcopenia is like someone making unauthorized withdrawals every single day, slowly draining your account until there is nothing left. You might not see it happening day by day, but eventually you feel it. You lose your balance. You feel tired. Recent research coming out of top U.S. universities shows that seniors can lose up to 40% of their muscle mass each year if they aren't careful. Think about that. Almost half of your strength could vanish in just 12 months. But here is the promise I'm making to you today. It does not have to be this way. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete roadmap to reverse this. We are going to look at 5 specific foods you probably have in your kitchen right now that are destroying your muscles. Then, I'm going to show you the 5 superfoods you need to add to your breakfast tomorrow morning to stop the drain and start rebuilding. I have seen thousands of seniors transform their lives using this exact method. By the end of this video, you will have the blueprint to look and feel like you're 40 again. Before we get to the food, we need to understand one critical thing: how your body repairs itself. Did you ever wonder what is happening inside your muscles while you are sleeping? It's not magic, it's a biological construction site. First, during the day, your muscles get used up. They develop tiny microscopic tears. This sounds bad, but it's actually the spark that ignites growth. Second, while you sleep, your body senses this damage and goes into rescue mode. It sends healing cells to patch up those tears, making the fiber thicker and stronger than it was before. But here's the catch, and this is where most people fail. This construction crew in your body needs materials to build with, and the most critical time to deliver those materials is right when you wake up. Your breakfast is the delivery truck. If you send the wrong truck or an empty truck, the repair stops. You are literally robbing your body of the gains you made while sleeping. And sadly, most seniors are fueling their bodies with the absolute worst foods imaginable first thing in the morning. Actually, there is a very high chance that what you ate this morning, thinking it was healthy, is actually accelerating your aging process. There is a hidden enemy in American breakfasts that is practically eating your muscle tissue for breakfast. Before we continue, tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you have any personal question or health concern, make sure to share it in the comments. I read every one of them. I really want to connect with our community here at Senior Medical Hub, so please don't be shy. Now, let's dive into the 5 foods you must never mix with your breakfast if you want to keep your strength. The 5 muscle destroyers. 1. White bread. The first culprit is a classic American staple: white bread. Here's what happens biologically when you eat that slice of white toast. The moment it hits your stomach, it dissolves into pure sugar. It floods your bloodstream instantly. Your body panics and releases a massive wave of insulin to manage that sugar spike. Here's the problem. High insulin levels act like a padlock on your muscles. They block your body from using protein to repair itself. You are shutting down the factory right when it needs to be open. But it gets worse. When your blood sugar inevitably crashes an hour later, your body needs energy fast. Since there's no fuel left, it starts breaking down your own muscle tissue to create energy from it. You are literally eating away your own muscles with every slice of toast. Let me tell you about a woman named Margaret from Houston, Texas. She was 62 and came to us struggling. She couldn't get up from her sofa without pushing off with her arms. She had fallen twice in 6 months. Her family was terrified. We looked at her diet. Every morning, Margaret had 2 slices of white toast with butter. She thought it was light and easy. We cut the bread immediately. Within 2 weeks, Margaret's energy skyrocketed. She stopped holding the railing when she walked down the stairs. She told us she felt like she had her 40-year-old body back, and it all started by throwing out the white bread. Number 2 is going to upset a lot of you, but we have to talk about it. Coffee. Now, coffee itself isn't the villain, it's when you drink it. Do you wake up and immediately reach for the coffee pot before eating? When caffeine hits an empty stomach, it triggers your adrenal glands to release a massive surge of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. When cortisol spikes without food in your system, your body thinks it's in survival mode. It immediately starts breaking down muscle tissue to convert it into glucose for emergency energy. It creates a state called chronic muscle catabolism. Take James, for example. James was a security guard from Chicago, 62 years old, working double shifts. He lived on coffee, 6 to 8 cups a day, always on an empty stomach. He thought it was just age. It wasn't. It was the caffeine cortisol cycle. We didn't even make him quit coffee. We just made him eat before the coffee. The change was night and day. James is now coaching his grandson's Little League team, something he never had the energy for before. Number 3 is a breakfast favorite, processed meat. Bacon, sausage, deli ham. You might think, but wait, isn't meat protein? Isn't protein good? Not when it's cured with nitrates. Within 30 minutes of eating that crispy bacon, the nitrates convert into inflammatory compounds called nitrosamines. These chemicals head straight for your muscle tissue and trigger inflammation. It's like setting off tiny explosions inside your muscles. Even worse, these compounds damage your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells. I recall meeting Sarah in a grocery store in Miami. Sarah is a 67-year-old retired teacher. When I first met her, her hands shook so badly she couldn't sign checks. She was terrified she had a neurological disease. It turned out, for 12 years, she ate 2 strips of bacon every single morning. She was poisoning her muscles with chronic inflammation. After cutting the processed meats, the shaking stopped. When I saw her in Miami, she was carrying 2 heavy bags of groceries to her car, walking with total confidence. 4. Oatmeal with skim milk. Number 4 is shocking because your doctor probably told you to eat it. Oatmeal with skim milk. Here is the hidden disaster. When you remove the fat from milk, skim milk, you're removing the delivery system. Your body needs fat to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, the vitamins required to build muscle. Without fat, those vitamins pass right through you. Furthermore, processing milk to remove fat creates an imbalanced protein structure. Your body actually has to leach calcium and magnesium from your own bones and muscles just to digest it. A recent study of 1,900 seniors showed that those drinking skim milk lost 29% more muscle mass than those drinking whole milk. I remember Dorothy from upstate New York, a retired bank manager, obsessively healthy. She ate steel-cut oats and skim milk every day for 15 years. Yet she was so weak she couldn't lift her 3-year-old granddaughter. She was suffering from nutrient malabsorption. Once she switched to whole foods with healthy fats, her strength returned. She's now working part-time as a personal shopper, walking miles every day. 5. Refined cereals. Finally, number 5, refined cereals. These are in 90% of American pantries. Corn flakes, bran flakes, the stuff that says heart healthy on the box. The process to make these flakes destroys the natural protein structure. It also creates anti-nutrients called phytates. These phytates bind to protein in your stomach and flush it out as waste. So even if you eat eggs later in the day, the cereal you ate earlier might block that protein from being absorbed. Harold, a 71-year-old retired carpenter from Ohio, loved his Raisin Bran. But he had to give up woodworking because his hands were too weak to hold the tools. He thought his life was over. It wasn't. It was protein starvation syndrome caused by the cereal. 3 months after quitting the cereal, Harold built a solid oak dining table for his daughter. He got his craftsman hands back. The 5 muscle builders. Okay, we have cleared out the bad. Now it is time for the good news. You can reverse this. Sarcopenia does not have to be your destiny. I'm about to share the 5 most powerful muscle-building foods in existence. These aren't exotic supplements. These are affordable foods you can buy at any local supermarket. I've used these 5 foods to help over 1,000 seniors reclaim their vitality. Before I reveal them, I have a quick question. How are you feeling about what we've discussed so far? Are you realizing that maybe your healthy routine wasn't so healthy after all? Let me know in the comments. And if you're finding value in this, please hit that subscribe button for Senior Medical Hub. It helps us reach more people who desperately need this truth. Let's rebuild that muscle. Number 1 is a powerhouse, plain Greek yogurt. Why Greek? Because it has double the protein of regular yogurt, about 20 grams per cup. But more importantly, it is packed with leucine. Leucine is the master amino acid. Think of leucine as the ignition switch for a car. You can have a full tank of gas, protein, but if you don't turn the key, leucine, the car doesn't start. Greek yogurt turns the key. A study of 1,200 seniors showed that those eating Greek yogurt gained 18% more lean muscle mass than those who didn't. How to eat it? Always choose full-fat, plain Greek yogurt. Add some walnuts or fresh berries. Eat it within 30 minutes of waking up to flip that muscle-building switch immediately. 2. Whole eggs. Number 2 is the gold standard, eggs. Eggs contain the highest biological value of any food. That means your body can use 94% of the protein in an egg. Compare that to about 60% for other foods. Also, do not, I repeat, do not throw away the yolk. The yolk contains the vitamin D and healthy fats required to process the protein. Vitamin D acts like a hormone that tells your muscles to grow. How to eat it? Scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled. Cook them in a little grass-fed butter or coconut oil. 2 or 3 eggs in the morning is a perfect prescription for strength. 3. Nature's butter, avocado. Within 20 minutes of eating an avocado, your body gets a dose of monounsaturated fats. These fats are crucial for producing testosterone and growth hormones, 2 things that naturally decline as we age but are essential for muscle maintenance. They are also packed with potassium, more than bananas, which prevents those painful muscle cramps many seniors get at night. How to eat it? Mash half an avocado on your eggs or slice it into your salad. It acts as a nutrient booster, helping you absorb 40% more nutrients from your other foods. 4. Lean meats, turkey or chicken. I know we don't usually think of chicken for breakfast, but listen to this. Lean meats are packed with creatine. You might have heard bodybuilders talk about creatine, but it is vital for seniors too. It provides the energy for muscle contractions. A study tracked 2,100 seniors who added lean meat to breakfast, and they gained an average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and saw a 31% improvement in strength. They could climb stairs easier and carry groceries without fatigue. How to eat it? Use leftover chicken from dinner or get a high-quality turkey breast. Sauté it with some spinach. It's high-octane fuel for your body. And finally, number 5. This is the food that traditional Chinese doctors have recommended to their older patients for centuries to maintain vitality. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. Here is the secret weapon: magnesium and zinc. These 2 minerals activate over 300 enzymes in your body that are responsible for protein synthesis. If you're low on zinc, you can't build muscle no matter how much protein you eat. Plus, the omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts reduce inflammation, allowing your muscles to recover faster. How to eat it? Soak them overnight to make them easier to digest, then sprinkle a handful over your Greek yogurt. It creates a perfect texture and a perfect nutritional profile. Now, I know human nature. Some people will watch this video, nod their heads, and then tomorrow morning they'll grab that slice of white toast because it's easy. They'll stay tired, they'll stay weak. But I don't think that's you. You're here because you want to change. You're here because you want to play with your grandkids without your back aching. You want to walk through the grocery store with confidence. So here is my challenge to you. Try this for 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. Swap the cereal for eggs. Swap the toast for yogurt and nuts. I promise you the difference you feel will be undeniable. If this video opened your eyes, please subscribe to Senior Medical Hub. It takes 1 second, it's free, and it helps us reach more people who desperately need this truth. Start tomorrow morning. Your muscles are waiting. I'm looking forward to reading your comments below. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.